Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. Oh wow, do I have a bomb of an episode today in regards to Tenset and everything that is going on. I mentioned a couple of days ago, the last time that I spoke about Tenset, that there were some hints, tips that were coming through that just gave me that overall feeling that there was something was going to happen with Binance. And it was mainly to do with that image that I saw in that particular part of going through their upcoming app. And was I right? But before we kick off with that particular news, I just want to go over Tenset, what it is, and why so many people are starting to hear about this company and actually take action. So it is the bridge between crypto and the stock market. And on their website, Tenset.io, you can find tons of information about the company, the organization, everything that's going on. You can look at the Uniswap, the Gate.io, in regards to how to purchase it, where it's been featured, the staking, how it's deflationary, smart backing as well. And overall, I really like this image that goes into detail about what the past was like and what Tenset is and how the overall system works. And I really like the simplicity of their marketing, and I think that when an organization is able to explain their business with one image, I think you're onto a winner there, because the general public will actually understand it without being too complicated. I mean, we all know the success of Apple and the iPhone. It's simplicity that matters. It's not features that matter, is how you explain to the public and how the public takes action. So for me, that is a really cool way to showcase your business. Now, CoinGecko actually put in between May 29 and June 4, they actually put it at number 2 as a token with a market cap of $314 million. They actually put it in number 2 trending coins, and there's a very good reason for that. So if we look over here on CoinMarketCap, we can see that throughout a horrific May that it was for the industry, this token actually built momentum and is building momentum really quickly. And with the news coming out today, I think it's just going to go better and better. And I know that some of you mentioned, and contacted and said, sometimes the transaction fees when it comes to these things, it's a law, blah, blah. Look, at the end of the day, what I'll say to that is that you need to spend money to make money. And also when it comes to new opportunities, of course they're not going to be on all the exchanges just yet. Like, that's what a startup is, So when something is new, it may not be available in, your favorite place. But by the time it is available in your favorite place, it's too late. And that's the opportunity. So the opportunity is to get in early. It might be a little bit more complicated initially to get on, but eventually that is what ultimately pays off, and it pays off in a really big way. Now, if you jump on their news website, you can actually see all the news, everything that they got up to, all the latest things. You can go onto the GEMS website, and the GEMS website is getting built, and you'll be able to see that as well, and what is going on from that front as well. And there's a lot of great information that they got going on across multiple websites. Now, on the Tenset white paper, the 26-page white paper, and by the way, put a comment below if you have read the white paper. I find this super important. It's extremely important, extremely important to get your head wrapped around what the actual company is, what the token is, how the token works, and how it's going to benefit the wider community. Let's get one thing very crystal clear. If there isn't a strong use case study for the company, it is not going to grow. And when you don't read the white paper, it's very easy to just look at the numbers, right? So if you don't understand the white paper, you'll look at this and be like, oh my God, it was 612 on the 30th of May, and now it's sitting at 360. What's happened? I don't understand. Just read the white paper, get really familiar with what is going on, what is happening, and what is the long-term aspect of a particular project, and you will sleep like a baby, as I did when the price dropped, because I understand what is going on and what is happening. Now, I have been asked before, and especially in the TikTok community, where do I see this? Like, is this a 1 month hold, 2 month hold, 3 month hold? How long do you plan, Serpent, to hold this for? And the simple answer is, if you're asking me that question, you haven't read the white paper. And I'll just leave it at that. I'm not even going to give you the answer. If you read the white paper, you would know the answer to that particular question. This particular token rewards longevity. It rewards the community for being in it long term. But you wouldn't know unless you read the white paper. So I think by now you probably get my message. Read the white paper. Now, the other thing you should definitely do is always, no matter what token you're interested in, always follow their social media accounts. So go check them out on Twitter, and make sure that you check them out as well on LinkedIn, where they have tons and tons and tons of information on there all the time, and up-to-date relevant information as well. It's also a good opportunity to check out the founders and what they're up to, and just follow everybody across social media in regards to this, because it is really, really, really important. Now, from a token point of view, right? So when we're talking about what makes Tenset, right? So what is it? Why have I introduced it to the channel, and introduced it in the way that I've introduced it to the channel, is because there are some very, very specific reasons. So let's go over some of the key benefits of Tenset. Okay, so in regards to Tenset, why is it a good opportunity from my point of view, right? So from my point of view, the concept and what the company actually does is it combines the crypto world with the stock market world, right? With a deflation token that combines the advantages of the traditional stock exchange and cryptocurrency world. Now, from that point of view, Tenset is an aggressively deflationary token containing ETF 2.0 elements, at the same time as a bold concept of the company's operation of a similar basis to the hedge fund. Very similar concept model. So if you understand hedge funds, then you can understand that it is it's like a hybrid between it's modern investing, essentially. That's the name of the name of the game. So between the staking, the deflation, the scarcity, and the bridge between the two markets, it actually for me makes perfect sense as a token to hold in the long term. Now, where it gets interesting is that the Tenset is developed as a solution that makes it possible to provide a higher, stable return on investment by placing their funds in only one asset, representing all purchased in the basket. So selected cryptocurrency are also generating income within the basket that they're investing in as well. So that for me is really, really important. And there is also, of course, a 1% of transactions on transfer is redistributed amongst holders. And I'll get to the new update as well on that and why that is important. But the whole smart contract concept is already working and is already tested and proven. And that to me is one of the key things here. Plus, we heard later, towards the end of May, about the Visa integration, and that just set things on fire, because as an organization and what the overall concept is, it's no longer a concept, it's in action. Plus, the actual organization is working with cool and exciting startup projects and bringing them up the same way that they brought themselves up into the marketplace as well. So there will be there's going to be that many opportunities within the Tenset community that it is truly going to be phenomenal. And I get excited about that, because for me it's so cool to see companies come out of literally nowhere and combine two worlds, put them together, use modern technology to really create something super exciting. But without further ado, the bridge service between Tenset, Ethereum ERC 2.0 and Binance is coming. So basically, Tenset have announced that there is a cross-chain coexisting platform that is currently happening in the works, which with Binance Smart Chain involved as well. Now, where it gets really, really interesting is that what are the benefits, right? So compared to Ethereum, Binance Chain has noticeable advantages right from the get-go. So the Binance Chain, which is built using PBFT validator, has faster block times than Ethereum, making settlement confirmation faster, coupled with more frequent block times. As most of you know, Binance Smart Chain offers much cheaper transfers and swaps, and therefore might become a preferred solution for the users who want to save on gas fees. So that there was one of the key things that you guys mentioned to me as well about Uniswap was the fees. Well, now jumping onto Binance, that's no longer going to be a problem. Now, being with the Binance chain as well, it will allow for the integration to happen between the other Binance products as well, which is important. Now, the key here is that how it's going to work, and from my understanding, is that there will be they are finishing at the moment a dedicated platform that will allow transfers of the Tensets back and forth between the networks. So between the Binance network and the Ethereum network, should you wish to. So technically speaking, they've built 4 additional smart contracts responsible for minting and freezing Tensets on both networks. And where that gets interesting is that the swap will be fast and cheap and 100% secure between that as well, which I think is going to be really, really, really cool. So when it comes to the staking, so when it comes to the smart staking system, what's going to happen is that from a mechanism point of view, they have recreated the RFI mechanism on the new Binance network, and want to share the prominent news in that regard as well. So what's going to be happening is that from the Binance version of the Tenset, we'll have separate, fully working RFI mechanism, and therefore total staking rewards will be effectively double. So imagine that half of the users will remain on Ethereum and half of the users will go on Binance. When 50% of the users stay on each network, each user's staking rewards will double, which is massive. So it's going to, they've actually allocated, enough. They've thought about this so cleverly that they're promoting and making sure that both systems have huge value, so that we don't see a complete swap to one, which I think is I think it's fantastic. So there will be lots more information to come out from this, and there's a lot more things that will be mentioned throughout June in regards to this. And additionally, they Tenset have said that they do expect transactions on Binance Smart Chain network to be even more. So there'll be a lot more volume because of lower fees, which will boost the entire Tenset economy and speed up deflation. Swaps between the networks won't be subject to the 2% fee. And I think that is really, really cool, which will encourage free exchanges anytime users want between the two networks. So I think that there is phenomenal. Now, there will be, of course, from a company point of view, there will be instructions on how to and what it all means, and there'll be plenty of how to from that regards. But what the main point that Tenset wanted to make in regards to this is that there is going to be scam projects who are going to pretend on the Binance chain that they already are Tenset, or the Tenset is officially live. Be careful of that, and make sure that until Tenset have made their own official announcement that the Binance Smart Chain is live, don't go purchasing anything on Binance that hasn't named Tenset until the company itself has made that call. And of course, follow on socials to make sure you get that up-to-date information from it. So really, really important. Really, really cool to see what is going on, what is happening, and how it's all going to work together. And I think it's going to be a phenomenal month for an organization that in a short space of time has already proven a lot of people in the marketplace that Tenset is not just here, but it's here to stay. Now, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, a huge thank you, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.